Hey guys, so today we are going to be filming a new kind of episode, a highly requested episode among my viewers, because as of recently, one of my shorts that I did on my full fishing collection has done very well, and that video was not recent at all. I filmed that video about 2 years ago, and today I brought out today's worth of fishing gear 2 years later, and we're going to put it all out. And I'm going to show you guys the full fishing collection as of today, or whenever this will be posted. So I'm just going to get to taking all this apart, and I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, so we've gotten it all onto the table now. As you can clearly see, there's quite a few boxes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 18, if you got those 20 trays of lures. Those are all hard baits, except this is terminal, and there's also quite a bit of terminal in there. And then all the reel boxes, I've got all the reel boxes out. They're not full because all my reels are on my rods over there. We'll look at my rods later in the video. I don't really want to take apart all my rods and reels and then put them all back together next time I want to fish. So we're just gonna put out the boxes, and then I'll go over the rods later in the video. But for now, this is everything all in one picture. Soft plastics are up next. That's a massive friggin' box of them, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're gonna start organizing the hard baits first, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so we fixed up a lamp to make it a bit lighter in here so you guys can see everything just a bit better. But our first box, this is our big bait box, or about half of it. I don't have a whole ton of big baits, but I do have a good few. Like this musky one, I can't remember the name of this one, like a musky dog something, I can't remember. Either way, it's a really nice lure, great action on it. But we're gonna get them on the table sorted. We'll probably do these 3 and then check back in, and do another 3 and check back in, then do another and check back in, and repeat the process again and again. But for now, I'm gonna get started, so I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, so we've skipped a bit of time. We've made it this far so far. This is just big baits, big spoons, musky baits. My massive iSlide 262T I'm gonna keep in this box just because I don't want to beat it up more than it already has been beat up. All my swim baits, bluegill imitators, shad, trout, perch. I would say that's more shaddy. Bluegill, I'd say shad, musky stuff. It's all here. This is all my swim baits, soft body swim baits. So yeah, I even have a couple ocean rated jerk baits and minnow baits, which I also use for like big pike fishing. But that's the first 2 boxes. That's 2 boxes worth of baits right there. But now we've worked our way over to square bills. Here's our massive square bill box. We have another box over there, but we're just gonna get started with this one, and we will get back to that one in a moment. So I'll be back with you guys in a few. Alright guys, so after another 20 minutes, we have brought out all the square bills, all the lipless crankbaits, couple rip baits. I call them rip baits. I know they're just about the same as a lipless, but they're a little bit different. They sink much faster, and you can rip them much more smoothly through the water column. But here are all the crankbaits, lipless, rip baits, and swim baits so far. So we still got a long way to go. We still have top water jerk baits, reels, jigs, chatterbaits, soft plastics, walking baits, but that's in top water, so we won't count that. There's still a whole lot more to go, so I'd say we're like 3 boxes through. So I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Hey guys, we're back. So here's our wonderful handy dandy jig box. It is a Plano Edge 3700 jig and bladed jig box. I got this thing for $45 plus tax. Highly recommend to store your jigs if you happen to have as many as me. If you don't buy this. It's not necessary. But if you do, like, here's, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens of jigs. And I have huge hands, so that goes to show how many jigs are in my hand. But yeah, I need a lot of space to store these jigs. So if you're ever looking for something for your jigs when you need to store a lot on the go, because this box goes everywhere with me, this is the perfect box for you. I highly recommend it. It's a bit expensive, I will admit that, but it is totally worth the money. And it's super convenient and helps store your jigs and keep them good. Hey guys, so we're back. We put out all the jigs, all the swim jigs, and all the chatterbaits. Sure, there are a bunch more on my rods, but I'm not cutting them all off because that's ridiculous. But as you can see, I've got all my Guggen Squad jigs. They're the only jigs I use, and I know there's going to be commenters that are saying, ew, Guggen sucks. Well, go try one of these. Go buy one. Just buy one, and go buy one pack of Crack Cross. Trust me, you are going to catch fish. I don't know why everybody disses them, because they are actually incredibly good. And you wonder why somebody like me who has been fishing forever only has Guggen Squad jigs. Is because they're the best. Hands down, they are my favorite. They come in so many different patterns and weights. You get them in so many different ways, many different combinations. You can trim them, you can not trim them, you can do a million different things to them. I don't get why people diss them so much, because I love them. And sure, it comes down to the fishermen and their experiences, but to all those people who will comment, ew, Guggen sucks, go fish these. Take them for an hour and come back, and I want to know how you did. Anyways, I think we'll bring out spinnerbaits next and just kind of put them right there. But I'm gonna get to that, so I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Okay, so we got the spinnerbaits out. There's not a whole lot of spinnerbaits, so yeah, I mean, I've lost a couple over the years, but I don't often replace them. Like most of these guys I've had for a very long time, other than my Guggen Squad zingers, I believe they're called, and my Strike King spinnerbait. But outside of that, I think we're gonna move on to jerkbaits, and then topwater, and I don't know, soft plastics we still have a lot of, but we're gonna get to that, so I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Okay guys, so we got all jerkbaits, minnow baits. I call those minnow baits too, but they're like deep diving, more walleye rated minnow baits. But yeah, I did discover more baits in the box decided to put over here. I missed a few lipless crankbaits, and I missed a bunch of swim baits, so we got those in the places they need to be. But that's all the minnow baits and jerk baits. There's a lot missing since the last video, and I've gotten a lot of extras as well. But I'd say I've gone into the negative on jerkbaits a bit, because I lost, what, 2 or 3 on my last trip, and I've lost well over 10 in the past 2 years. So beforehand there would have been way more, but as of recently I lost ripstops, 3 ripstop 09s, one of those guys, the Bass Pro Shop stare down jerkbaits. I lost an X-Wrap. I lost a few, what do you call them? Husky jerkbaits from Rapala. I've lost Mega Bass 110s. Yeah, I'd say that's about all. I can't remember. And I've lost a lot recently. But that's my jerkbait collection as of today, with my minnow baits, of course. But we're going to get started on topwater. So I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, so we got all the topwater out. Got all my soft body frogs just walking and popping. I got all my popping, like hard popping baits. I got all my spooks out. I've got my last Berkeley Chopo. I have no more Whopper Poppers left. I lost all of them. I have my little Mega Bass Siglet crawling topwater bait. That's a rare one. I have buzz bait. I don't have any more buzz baits. That's the last of them. I have a couple flies. I'm not putting out all the flies. There'd be way too many. I am not putting my flies out on the table. I have a box of them somewhere. I can see if I can find them. I think they're over there somewhere. But I also have all my live target stuff. Just a couple fun little baits. But yeah, that's my whole topwater section right here. And that is everything so far. We also put out all the reels, like our Tranix 400, Abu Garcia Max 60, Shimano Bantam, Shimano Vanford, Shimano Corrado DC, Shimano Corrado BFS XG, Shimano Cardiff 200A, Daiwa Regal LT 1000D, Shimano SLX, Shimano SLX MGL, the Gamexus Carbon FX rod, reel, what am I saying? And then 3 Shimano Siennas all over there. They don't have boxes anymore, but they never actually came in boxes when I bought them. They came in like these plastic packagings. But yeah, I have 3 of those. All my reel boxes right there. There's also 2 more reels upstairs, but they don't matter that much. Anyways, that's the whole collection so far. But we still have our micros to go, terminal, and all those soft plastics before we're done. So we got a long way to go. So I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, so now we've got all the little micros, ice fishing jigs, everything else out. And we can finally start on soft plastics about an hour and a half into this, maybe 2 hours. But here's everything so far. I'd say it's pretty good. I think it's gotten smaller, I honestly can't tell. Thing is, I've stopped investing in lures and started investing in reels. A lot of reels and rods. So that's probably why it shrank. If I kept to investing in lures and only lures, this table would be 3 times as big. But I decided to start investing in combos, and probably in the past few years I've spent, I don't know, an ungodly amount of money on rods and reels. So yeah, if I decided to invest that in the lures, I would have boxes of boxes. I would have had to buy another one of those and dozens of more boxes just to make them all fit. But that's everything so far, so we're gonna start on that, and I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Well, here's the soft plastic box. It's a bit ridiculous, but yeah, I'd say that's grown a little bit, my soft plastics box. But we're gonna have to break out another table because we're gonna run out of space. So I'm gonna set up another table and get started on putting out these guys. So I'll be back with you guys in a little while. Alright guys, so the soft plastics are finally done after probably another 20-30 minutes. I've got it all put out. Neat. As you can see, we have lots of rattling chunks. Got lots of bandito bugs. Got lots of the Striking 02s, my favorite Senkos, trench hogs, slizzards, lunker logs, adrenaline craws, speed chads, Ned rigs, micro finesse, zoom, Gary Yamamoto. What was that brand called again? The blue one? 10,000 fish. I only have one of those, so I kind of forgot. Thug baits. That's a small company. Totally worth checking out, by the way. They make great soft plastics. My Mega Bass Spark Shads, my favorite soft plastic little paddle tails, and all my custom reel parts. Most of my custom reel parts are on my rods, but I do have all my original handles. Like this was for my Daiwa PWS. This looks like it was off a I don't know actually what this one was off. It's like maybe Corrado. I think this one was a Corrado DC. I can't remember. This is so long ago. But I got all my custom reel stuff all from Gamexus. Like I have All these different colored knobs, blue, I don't know, kind of like rainbowy, purple. Custom drag knobs, got all these guys. No, that's the drag knob. These are spool tension knobs. What am I saying? And then just tools and stuff. We're not going to include all my tools. That'd be like all extra kinds of stuff. I'm not going to include line because there's dozens of spools of line and it's just stupid. We don't need to put out all my Power Pro line, all my fluorocarbon, all my monofilament. What I did decide to put out was, though, my walkie-talkies. I purchased these for fishing from boat to boat. So let's say you have 2 boats and you have a friend on one and me on the other. We can still be in contact without screaming and yelling. So I have these 2 walkie-talkies. They're a bit older, but they work great. We used these on kayaks last time and they worked wonderful. And then in here, you just have my sunglasses, just my regular ones. Those were another, what, I think they were $330, I can't remember. But sunglasses are probably the most important thing for fishing. So I highly recommend getting yourself a real good pair because it's totally worth it. Anyways, here's all the lures all in one go. Everything. Other than what's on the rod and reels. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But yeah, we'll talk about this in another clip though. That is everything all in one go. And I would value this at well over $10,000 worth of lures, reels. We haven't even gotten to rods yet. Terminal, soft plastics, and all my custom reel parts. But we're gonna start talking about rods now. So I'll be back with you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, so as you all just saw, that's my whole lure collection. Now we're gonna start on rods and reels. But first of all, I'm gonna start putting away all these baits because they are taking up way too much space and I need it for my rods and reels because I'm easily gonna be using all 3 of these tables, and as you all can see, all 3 of these tables are basically taken up. So I'm going to individually put away each and every single one of these into all those boxes. As you can see, there's like, I don't even know, 16, 17. And that's not even all of them. There's still more over there. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the video so far, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Suggest some baits I should get. I have a lot of baits and I am always looking to try new baits, but I don't know where to start. So make sure to comment a bait that I should try and I will go and buy that bait and fish it, just like all these other guys. But I'm gonna get started on putting away all these guys. So I'll be back with you guys in probably, I don't know, an hour. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so as you can all see, it's all done now. And now we've gotten out all the rods and reels. So we got the Tranex 400, Shimano Bantam, Shimano SLX MGL, Abu Garcia Max 60, Corrado BFS, Corrado DC, Shimano SLX, Daiwa 150 TWS HS, Shimano Bamford, Daiwa Regal LT 1000D, my fly fishing combo, the Muskie Mojo rod from St. Croix, Guggen Gold rod, Mega Bass Levante rod, Guggen Green rod, Shimano SLX rod, Evergreen Combat Stick Jackhammer Special rod, Shimano Sojourn, and just a little BFS rod, plus my Bass Pro Shops fly fishing combo. Not to mention my Gamexus Carbon FX and my Shimano Cardiff 200A that is not in use, plus my 3 Shimano Siennas. But that is the complete collection, and then valued at well over $10,000. I think just the rods and reels alone would be I don't know, pretty close to 6 or 7. Does I mean 800, probably 600-ish, just over 1,000. This one was probably only 350. This one is probably just about 400. This one was 1,000 or 1,100. No, I would say about 1050, so 1,050. This one was only 350-ish. This was 400, and this was another 200. Add that all together, you probably get about maybe 5 grand, 4 grand. I'll do the math for all this later, but that's a full combo and collection. And sorry for the audio, somebody's deciding to clean above me. Inconvenient, isn't it? But that's it for today's video. I hope you've all enjoyed. It took me hours and hours and hours to do all this. I've spent the past 4 or 5 hours organizing, taking apart, putting together, neatening, cleaning, everything for you guys. But this was a requested video, and I'm more than happy to do video requests for you guys. So I hope you've all enjoyed the video today, as I have, because I got to clean up all my stuff and make it all neat. So now I know where everything is whenever I need it. But if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and comment what bait I should get next, because of course I want more baits. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, support the channel. We're just above 400 subscribers now. As of today, we are probably about 420-ish. I want to see if we could get 500 in the next 2 weeks. I think it's possible. But yeah, I wish you all a great evening and much luck fishing, and I will see you all in the next episode.